Yeah, chat. Let's go. What's up?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the state of Florida and TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville.
Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Chicago Bears taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville.
Tyler Scott now from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Fields passing on the first play from scrimmage.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away.
Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted.
Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop it from trying again the rest of this game.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
ETN once more.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Straight ahead, ETN. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
ETN will score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after.
I missed the kick.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
Toss play, Herbert.
And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Rayshon Jenkins picks it off.
Well, they're certainly not giving much up to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Lawrence's throw here into the hands of Jones.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Lawrence.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Zay Jones.
A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it. So a little bit of a turnover. You went right back, though, and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do, man. You got to do what you got to do.
A little worried about your hands, though.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Here's Fields.
And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Here's Fields. He'll fire deep, looking for more.
And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. Back deep for Jacksonville, the dangerous Jamal Agnew.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And this will be a Jaguars first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Let's go. Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
That was good defense.
12-0 the score after one on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation.
Hey, easy. Route. Here we go.
And they'll go again with ETN.
And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now Lawrence.
That was good defense.
Away and incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Here's Lawrence. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was
Lock
going to be a
in,
little
bro.
off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
20, 10.
He's got the first down and then some.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, 45 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
3rd time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a 3rd time. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball for
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a 2nd and 8. Another tote for ETN.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
3rd and 8.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Do something real risky.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. Open
First.
man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he is going to have the Jaguars 1st down. And how about that for getting what you need? It's a gain of 9 there on 4th and 8.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Off the play fake.
He's
Here's
wide.
Lawrence.
You fuck open.
Look at the big man rumble.
Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram,
Jags continue to pull away here in this first half.
So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Extra point from McManus is good. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. He'll let this go deep for St. Brown. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Andre Sisco. Pushing his way through. Counting down toward halftime on...
I exposed him, chat. He obviously didn't want to play no more. I exposed him. It's my second game, chat.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the New Orleans Saints. The kicker Graham Gano set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from the Superdome. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Carr now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
From the 35, here's 2nd down at 7. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, it's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
2nd and short. Is it a no-brainer to think I give it to my fullback and I pick it up?
You would think a no-brainer, but that time able to hit him for a loss.
Yeah, definitely was not a gimme, was it?
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Now Carr. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The point after, good by Groupie. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here we go.
2nd down and 8. They'll go to Barkley again. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. It's a gain of 11 and a giant first down.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10, mark it down at the 9.
A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run forward with Barkley, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
In most goal line situations, defensive tackles are just trying to hold the line, hold their ground, and let the other guys roam and make the play. But in this situation, he's able to push his way into the backfield and disrupt that play for a loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Down near the goal line, things really get physical. You're always anticipating a running play, but when they do throw it, things happen quickly. A little bit of a bang-bang play there that falls incomplete.
This will be play number 8 on the drive. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing, Jones. Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. Gano's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Running again with Barkley on 2nd down. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Gano's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Saints.
Groupie for the extra point.
And it's up. It's good. Our score 14-6. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Hey, let's go get one.
Now Jones.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down.
The offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only get to the well so many times in a game without the defense trying to anticipate the call.
Oh, looking for Waller, but this is intercepted.
And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, this is a great play right here by a very versatile linebacker. It's a zone defense, so he's responsible for one area of the field. And Brandon, I don't think the quarterback ever saw him. Or if he did, he saw him too late because he snuck into a great position there to pick that one off.
Now after the INT, it's Carr.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right of the yard.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down.
Alvin Kamara reeling it in on back-to-back plays.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
6-18. What's up?
Now Carr. Dumps it complete to Miller. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now they're in the hurry-up. Throwing on 1st down is Carr.
Finding Miller once more, complete.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
What down?
From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Kamara up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Quickly able to add the PAT.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. 2-score game starting the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, trying to slow things down a little bit.
80 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw. Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's Demario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And opening there on that 1st down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they'll set up with a 2nd and 1. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on 1st down. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw his car. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But he will not get away. He stops short of the marker. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. From the 38, Jones. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. And
he's taken down here by the Saints. Colin Saunders in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down.
Well, obviously the pass rush gets the glory and the statistics on this play, but the coverage, they deserve a ton of credit too. Denied open windows, erased the quarterback's targets one by one. Everywhere he looked, someone was covered. Only a matter of time before someone got there to bring him down.
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Deontay Banks with it. And the Giants are right back in this football game. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the 6th sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Dancing to his left. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Jones throw brought in by Bellinger. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the 2. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Now, a
throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the...
And he will take it all in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are able to cut into that deficit. So this is now a 9-point difference. You figure the book here says kick the extra point, make it a one-score game.
Now, you and I have seen coaches get overly aggressive in this spot, but I agree with you. Kick it here and get back within a score.
Gano the extra point as this gets him back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
First and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Daniel Bellinger taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Giants have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the fourth. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They've still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
What now?
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the fourth quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity, or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. They find some open field here. He's on his way. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jamal Williams with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. This is 1st and 10. Here's Jones. Pass complete to Shepard.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here comes 2nd down. Jones.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. Jones. He's got this complete to Robinson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
To throw is Jones.
That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go. The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Now Jones.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. Huge conversion there to tie this thing up, but they're not done yet. Their defense needs to get a stop.
Yeah, there's still plenty of time for the other team to come downfield and put some points on the board, but job 1 was taken care of. The 2-point conversion to get this thing tied.
This one, all we could have asked for. All tied, final minute as the kick's away here. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here's 1st and 10.
They begin on the ground with Kamara.
Oh, and the tackle comes quickly. That's only going to get him a couple.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
At the 36-yard line.
Now!
Here's 2nd down.
180! 180, we're good, we're good! 280!
Here's Carr.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Carr.
He's got him in. Complete. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there. And he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end.
That was a good game, chat.
We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the LA Chargers. Northern California visits Southern California. The Niners and Chargers. Off we go from LA. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. Really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now this throw caught left side. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
Touchdown 49ers.
Brandon Ayuk.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Jake Moody now for the point after.
And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead.
Next to score, Niners 7, Chargers
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running on first down, Eckler. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 46 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here. On first down, Justin Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. And some strong running. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now it's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 14. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Herbert operating from the red zone. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 2nd down. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And they got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th brought down, and my goodness, incomplete. The fourth down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a two-score advantage. Had the touchdown on the first drive, Charles. And they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Room here to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one 28 yards on the ground. This is Samuel. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's 2nd and 10. This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Don't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
The good signal calls would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Baylor Tigers! Baylor Tigers! Go.
Here's Herbert. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Set. Ready.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now Herbert off the bootleg. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett has the first half is winding down. And the Chargers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. Final play of the half. Purdy. Toward the sideline. Intercepted. Picked off by Michael Davis. And the Chargers are going to get the football back as time will run out in this third quarter of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
2 yards still to go. Third down now. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. Juwan Jennings, 77 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And nothing but daylight ahead. Still going inside the 30. And he will score. Touchdown. From end zone to end zone, it's a 106-yard return. And the Chargers are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Call it a gain of a yard, and now it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Derwin James with a pick. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on is not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
The best starting field position you could possibly have. 1st and goal from the 1. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Here's Herbert. This is caught. Touchdown! Beast in the red zone with her 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Chargers take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A gain there of 21 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back to the ground on 1st. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out
on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, this is McCaffrey.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Purdy bootlegging it.
He'll buy some time right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Chargers are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the second half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
On first down, it's Herbert. Looking middle, and that's complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. First down, and they stick with Eckler.
To about the 40-yard line.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Herbert gets this into the hands of Allen.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Eckler now between the tackles. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter. Do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
A field goal would make it a 2-score game, but they're going to go aggressive. They're going to try this thing on 4th, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They wanted to throw for it. A surprise does not work on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line.
Here's first down. Throwing, Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk.
And able to get it across the 10 to the 15. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down.
Purdy to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. It's his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Something to hear.
Purdy to throw. Oh, and
That's
that's
good.
going to sabotage
That's
their
good.
comeback plans. It is intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers have just a...
Big game, bro. Chat, he's tight. Chat, he is mad. He is mad, chat. Oh man, what a game. Oh man, that shit crazy, chat.